Okay, here we are again. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while now. I've been moving a lot, and honestly the last few videos were just in Italian. I haven't done another video in English, but this one I think because it's so important, both for me that for other people, for you, I decided to do it in English. I'm now in India, and rainy season is coming, monsoon, so I'm actually inside. The background is not the most interesting because I'm in a hotel room, so there's a light, there's a mirror, there's a small wardrobe, and there's my backpack and my hat just over there, and the fan in the ceiling that is running like crazy. Obviously it's really humid, it's really hot, and yeah, that's also the chance to do a little bit of an update, because obviously I was checking that last video in English actually was one of the first one. Obviously when I started hitchhiking and couchsurfing in Morocco, I did like a really short one while I was walking on the road under the sun, try to find someone that wanted to stop to give me a lift. And then I have done another one once I reached a month of travel. Now I reached 2 months actually, because today is like 20, something like that. So I left UK on 17, I think, of March. So it's been more than 2 months now. You probably know already, or maybe not, from Instagram, etc., that I've been to Morocco for 11 days. Then I've been to Egypt for 29 days, so I'm off with the work of the experience. And then I went to Emirates. So yeah, last video in English I think I was about to go from Alexandria to Abu Dhabi. Anyway, the experience in the UAE has last 9 days. A little bit expensive, not really what I wanted to see, and what I wanted to do in a long term, obviously. But once in a life, I was okay with that. And obviously, being really close to Asia, actually the Emirates are already part of Asia, but it's still like an Arabic country, so it's kind of in the middle. But I had the temptation to continue going right. Because at that point, obviously, you are really close to India. Also, you get to know and to meet people from India, because in the like poorer, let's say, neighborhood in Abu Dhabi, especially also in Dubai, there's so many Indian that opened the like small shops who's selling samosa, chai, and their amazing food. So I really had the temptation to look on the right, and so with a cheap flight, like 55 pounds, something like that, I finally flew to Mumbai, and I've been a week in Mumbai, getting the first impression of the country. Is not easy. It's really hot. It's really humid. It's noisy. It's dirt as well. There's a lot of garbage everywhere, and especially the poorest part of the country, which actually, and in the city, which actually is a big part of the country, from what I've seen and from what I've been hearing from people. Anyways, it is like it is, and I'm really enjoying that, because obviously it's part of the culture, it's part of the knowledge, what you have to know about this place. After Mumbai, I felt the need to, go between the trees. So looking for a place in the countryside, a little bit more quiet, I tried the workaway, going south. I headed to Roha, in a small village called Ulsar, where I've been hosted by this guy, which bought actually a piece of land with about nothing other than the jungle with farms, and he tried to build an eco village, with a kind of self-sufficient, self-sustainable kind of life, with agriculture, growing food, maybe bring some animal in the land, chickens, goats, cows, etc. So that's a good idea. But this guy obviously, I mean, the project was really the beginning, and rainy season is coming. He was really lazy. He just wanted to rest because he had just switched from building job in Dubai and to the countryside. So probably I wasn't there. I've not been there in the right moment. Anyway, after that, which was anyway a good experience, I decided to continue to go down. It just came naturally because I didn't have any plans. So I reached the region or state, country, how they like they call them, of Goa. I'm enjoying Goa. I've reached Anjuna. Is one of the many villages in a row along the coast, and it's nice because actually you have the jungle, on one side, deep jungle, and then there's like this red gravel similar to, which remind me a bit of Australia, etc. And then you reach the beaches with all the restaurants and bars and beach places, and then you have the sea, so it's very nice. And it's like end of season now here, so no tourist around because rain is coming actually, and that's why I'm inside, and that's why my hair looks a bit soft because you can't really keep your t-shirt clean and your hairs in order because it's just messy every time you go out. So yeah, my things are just there to drying up because every time you get completely soft now, so it's not easy. That's why now I have to plan what is gonna be ahead of me. Anyway, yeah, Anjuna is a nice place. I was saying that it's end of season, so this is like it used to be a hippie village in the late 60s and 70s. Then it became more like a festival, trance, techno, psytrance, psydance music, so a place for parties, etc. But is until, let's say, April, first few days of May. So this is really end of the season because of the rain, etc. It's still good weather for us, for me, for European people, etc. I mean, from UK or Italy, but obviously it gets confusing and it gets not easy to go around with when it's raining all the time, especially like buildings and structures, especially close to the beach. Obviously are made with bamboo, palm leaves, mud, etc. So it's obviously it gets all destroyed all the time. Sometimes they just take everything off and then they rebuild it after the season, rainy season. Anyway, it has been good so far. I booked 3 days and then it's already 6, and probably I'm gonna book other few days because I found a quiet place here. It doesn't really look like the Mumbai area, let's say, and it's nice actually. Many guest houses, and now with no many tourists, you can go to eat. You come back in the room. I've got a lot of time for me. For example, for doing these things. Anyway, that was a little bit of a recap because I haven't done the 2 months video, but which someone maybe can enjoy in the other language, in Italian. Okay, anyway, this video, what is all about? I think it's really important because it's about how much I spent in this travel. I think it is probably one of the most interesting part for most of the people, because obviously, come on, we have to face it. Money is I'm not gonna say the money is all, but it's a huge part of what we have to see, to check before doing all of this. And also it's really helpful doing this for me because I want to understand how much is sustainable what I'm doing, and for how long I can do it, and what things I could do differently and what I can improve and all this kind of stuff. So I'm really happy to share this because I've been doing this which is at the moment I just wrote down a few numbers, a lot of numbers actually, and it's already 10 minutes, so I'm not gonna annoy you forever. Just gonna be really fast. But I think a lot of people are interested in this, because I can remember really clearly the last few people that heard about my plans, especially in UK, colleagues, people, maybe some family, member of the family as well. They were just saying no, it's not gonna be sustainable, it's not gonna be possible, because obviously when I do a holiday of a week, I spend £2,000. So you want to travel for a month, so it's gonna be 8,000. Then you want to do an extend for 6 months, and it's gonna be 50, 60,000. Okay, it's not gonna work like that. It's not working like that. Holiday is a thing, traveling is another thing, and it doesn't mean that it's not enjoyable and it's not what you have to do. And also, it's not true that everyone has to do something like that, obviously, but this is for people that are interested in doing, trying to, changing a little bit the balance of their life, and maybe try to get a job possibly that allow you to travel a bit more and going around, and you will find out that is actually possible. So YouTube is full of people doing these things, but especially Instagram and YouTube are trying to attract people doing luxury life kind of style kind of life. That's not what I'm doing, and this video is gonna explain you better what can you actually spend in a kind of long-term travel. Okay, long-term travel that could be like a sabbatic period, so a period of few people, especially this generation, let's say, after the high school, before the university, or for the college, or just after the college, before starting to work. They just decide to stop for a bit and try to go to discover the world, to actually have time to understand what they can prepare, what they can do, what they are better off. So that's an idea. The other one is like absolutely just having time and see what's going on, see the world if you're passionate about travel. So okay, let's go with this. I'm not gonna talk about India, because at the end of the travel in India, I'm gonna do a video including all the costs of all I've spent. So right now is gonna be Morocco, Egypt, and Emirates. So yeah, let's do. So Morocco has the Maroc dirham, which is 0.081 pound, so 0.8 pence at the moment. I've been there from 17 to 27 of March, so 10 nights, let's say 11 days. Okay, I've done 2 total. I explained before a little as well, because for me it matters to make a difference between the total, which is accommodation, food, and normal everything stuff, SIM card, etc., and the total with the transport, public transport, and plus public transport plus the flight, because these can really be managed and can really make a difference. So everyone, it depends on what you're doing. If you're a YouTuber, you're doing that like this most of the time for your life. You're gonna be really better. You're gonna spend a lot of time on planning. So from the flight to the time that you're gonna move, you can save a lot. So the total without the transfer, let's say, has been 102 £102.50. Let's say, let's call it like this, 102.5 pound for 11 days. The total with the transport has been 153.4 pounds. So that's what I spent. But I just wanted to make, a little bit of a difference between the transport and without it. At the really end of this, then I will do considerations about these differences. So 153.4 for 11 days. which ended up being 9.32 pound a day. Well, just think. I hope that you really hear me, because it's getting noisy, because outside is raining a lot and the phone is really considering. But anyway, I'm just gonna try to scream a little bit more. 9.32 pound a day has been what I spent for 11 days. So I think it's pretty impressive. Less than 10 pound a day, which became 13 plus 95 pound a day, which if we consider transport as well. I must say that these include 3 nights on couchsurfing, done in couchsurfing, which cost me 0 because I didn't spend nothing. Just maybe a day, one time we went for groceries, so I bought some food for these people that were hosting me. But this obviously has an influence on the amount of money I spend. And I'm not considering the commissions when you take cash from the ATM bank, because this has been balanced by the amount of cash that I had left at the end of the travel, which is actually a little bit more than the commissions. But about the commissions, we must say that it doesn't matter the type of card that you have for traveling, from Revolut, Type, etc. There are many. You will have commissions at the ATM. It doesn't matter which kind of contract or incredible thing you do, because it doesn't depend from us or from your card. It depends from the bank of the country you go. So obviously you can try to find the one that hasn't commissions, like I'm doing, but sometimes you just, you need money, you're there, you're too far, you just not any place for, so you just take cash. So I'm not gonna consider this. Okay, this was Morocco. Now let's talk about Egypt. 1 Egyptian pound, which is their currency, is 0.015 pounds. So every change of currency is really good for us. I mean, for European people, for people from UK, because obviously we count with more powerful currency. So everything looks quite cheap to us, even more now in India. And obviously most of the people that does things like that in the long term goes to Southeast Asia, because all of these countries from here to Thailand and Myanmar, Laos, Nepal, etc. are really cheap for us. So is 0.15 pence. I've been there from the 28th of March to the 26th of April, so it's been 29 days. The total, now I've done, also in this case I've done different totals. The total has been 227 pound, 0.03. So 227 pound for 29 days. I think it's quite impressive. With all the transport included, which here make a huge difference, because it wasn't possible at all doing hitchhiking in Egypt, because there's too much police around that stops you and ask you, wow, what are you doing at the side of the road, without asking for a taxi or tuk-tuk, and all the rest of the people are taxi tuk-tuk that want to stop to charge you. So it wasn't really possible to me. Maybe people has done it, but so obviously the transport has been a huge part, let's say. So from 227, I spent, including transport, 319 plus 33. Okay, 319 plus 33. For Egypt only, there's also another total, which obviously is what I spent at the very end, so the highest between the three totals, but is the total with attractions, because obviously if you go in Egypt, 95% of the people want to go to see the pyramids, to Luxor, to see the temples and all this kind of stuff, which is okay, but maybe few people doesn't. So I wanted to just give you a difference between the two kind of values. So the total with the traction has been 380.6 pounds. 380.6 pounds. So from 237 is like 150 more. Okay. Anyway, so how much I spend daily, which is the most important thing, £9.29. So actually less than Morocco, which was 9.32. That this is the euro. 7.83 pound a day. So between Morocco and Egypt has been cheaper. 7.83 pounds a day. I think it's quite impressive. Which became with all the transport 1100.01 pound a day, 11 pound a day. With the tractions as well, 13.13 pounds a day. Okay. I must say in this case as well that I've been using means of things to reduce my expenses, my cost. In this case, it wasn't Alicante and concert in Morocco, but work away. So I've been 6 nights, so 7 days doing work away. So I've been hosted. I helped these people with some jobs in their place, and I had accommodation and food, which is really nice. And at the really end, I'm gonna talk about this. It's already 21 minutes. So this obviously has an influence on how much I spent. Also in this case, I didn't consider the commissions because I had to cash at the really end of my contract. Let's talk about the Emirates. I've been there for 9 days between the 27th of April and the 6th of May. 1 dirham UAE, which is different from the dirham, the amount of dirham. A dirham of the Emirates is 0.2 pounds, so 20. Still good for us, let's say. But obviously, you expect that Dubai, Abu Dhabi are the expensive places. So I'm gonna tell you that in 9 days I spent 94.4 pounds. 94.4 pounds in 9 days, which it become impressively more if we consider the transport, because I'm gonna tell you that the distances in the Emirates are amazing, are huge. So Dubai, for example, is 43 kilometers, so like 35 miles, something like that, 30 miles, I think, along the coastline. And if you don't have a car, you're dead, because it's so hot and you can't really go around just walking. And all the neighborhoods are absolutely amazing, are huge, and you always wanna use buses, and especially the metro, not on the ground because it's really overground. It goes through the skyposts are pretty impressive and amazing. So obviously you spend, or every day you spend hours on the metro, and this has a cost. You need a card for tapping all your money in all the emissions transport in Abu Dhabi. Then you need another card in Dubai. Then you have a bus that brings you between the cities. So obviously this has a huge weight on my wallet. So from 94.4 with the transport has been 203. Still okay. 9 days, 200.1, so 10 pence of pound. But obviously you want to see the difference, because maybe you go there and you stay in a cheap neighborhood, let's say in hostels like I did, and you don't want to move a lot because you really suffer the heat, or maybe you're there because you want to do some stuff online, or you want to look for a job, so maybe you can try to decrease the transport amount of money. So this has been 10.45, so 49, so 10.5 pound a day in 9 days, 10.5 pound a day without the transport. I think it's quite impressive because it's actually close to market in Egypt, but it became 22.56 pound a day with the transport, which obviously for me was too much, way over my budget, which I thought could be around 10 and 15, but realistically it can go around 15 because based on my way of traveling, my way of planning, and the time that I want to, and the effort that I want to spend for deciding the next destination, the next step. So basically I'm not surviving daily, but obviously YouTuber and people like that does this for a long time, they spend more effort on this. So after 9 days, actually I decided to go somewhere else, and I found a cheap flight to Mumbai, and now I'm in India, and it's been 2 weeks. So next video talk about India. But now there is the huge total, the most important thing that everyone wants to know, especially me. So how much I spent in 11 plus 9 plus 29, so in 49 days is not 2 months, because 2 months is include already India. So 49 days I spent 423 pound point 43. So 49 days, 423 pound point 43. This is without the transport, all the moves that I did, and the flight, which is 8.65 pound a day. 8.65 pound a day is accommodation, food, daily routine. You need to buy an umbrella, you need to buy the SIM card at the time, and this kind of stuff. It became about double, so 737.10 pound. So 737.10 pound with all the movement and bus and metro and flight, which is 15.01 pound a day. I think so at the really end, let's say between 8 and 15 pound a day is quite impressive. I'm happy with that because I didn't know nothing from the beginning. I never done more than 10 days in the same place, so obviously as a holiday, probably in Poland, something like that, or in Spain. So it was everything really new to me, and the fact that I managed also to write down all the expenses from the hostel to the bottle of water, etc. Made these numbers quite accurate. So you can actually trust this stuff, and there's no reason why also I want to lie. I could lie to you, because it's lying to me, because first of all I'm doing this for me, for understanding if I can still manage to stay away without the job, etc. for any longer. So I want half an hour now, so just few things at the really end, few considerations. Planning of the flight. So there can be not a huge difference, but you can still save a little bit more in the flight, because the only flight that were planned to me were Morocco and the one way to Egypt. All the rest, so the fly from Egypt to UAE and then to UAE to India, which is going to be considered next time, have been planned not on a rush, but obviously depending on the visa, depending on when I realized that it was too much, it was enough for me, like UAE. So you can still save money on this side. So planning the flight in advance. For me, probably would be like 10 or 20 pound more or less, let's say. So not a huge amount, but obviously in the view of long-term travel, everything matters. And the other consideration is something that is a huge tip and something that I really want to give you as a recommendation, which is absolutely use things to slow down the travel if you want to save money. This is obviously is everything that goes completely in the other way of what most of the people think, because we are used to rush. So we have 4 or 5 days, 1 week in Rome, in London, in Greece, in Spain, in Canaries, and we want to do everything, we want to see everything, we want to get all the comfort possible, the best food, etc., etc. Not me, most of the people. And we don't understand that by slowing down, actually we even want to spend less. Why? Because when you are in a rush, your eyes don't see ways of saving money like in a travel like this. So I've been hitchhiking, which is really personal as a thing, so I don't want to suggest this to people, because it depends where you are. Morocco is absolutely fine because everyone does, or especially the locals. No one stop you or harass you in any ways. Not possible in Egypt, not possible in UAE, because no one does. So apart from that, you can do couchsurfing, you can do work away, and you can do many others things like house sitting, pet sitting, dog sitting, etc., etc., which are gonna cost you nothing. Obviously, you have to embrace the adventure, you have to embrace the experience, and you have to really low down your expectation, and you have to leave at home all the prejudice and the bad things that you can think about people, because couchsurfing means that you can be hosted by someone that won't host you, so they won't have any bad intention on you, because I remember a few colleagues. I try to not talk too much to people, because it was really personal choice, no? All of this process that I do. But I remember that few people were saying, okay, you're gonna be killed, someone is gonna kidnap you, and you're gonna die poor. They're gonna steal stuff to you, etc., etc. And then, yeah, obviously you're gonna die at some point. But it's not, because if someone does profile by paying also, having an approved profile on Couchsurfing or Workaway, and then they do all the profile, they cure all the profile, they start to host people, they want to make everything really nice and clean so that they can have nice reviews. And why all of this if then they're gonna treat you in a bad way or steal your stuff? Is absolutely something that is in our mind because of the society, TV, and all the stuff that happens, unfortunately, around the world. But when you travel, you have to trust people, otherwise it's going to be expensive and difficult and not fun at all. So couchsurfing, do it, because it's going to cost you zero. But apart from that, because it's not really too much for that reason, most is the experience that you get. Because in Morocco was Ramadan time, they hosted me, and we spent the best time together, because I could enjoy the feast after the fasting. They have been fasting all day, so at 7 every evening we had amazing food. We went to the market to get the cheapest stuff without any scams. You get the best experience, not by being on yourself or with your girlfriend or with wife every time, or husband, etc. And Workaway obviously is this by in an extreme way, because obviously they are gonna ask you for some work. Maybe they want to renew their place, maybe they want to build a vegetable garden, they want to build something with bamboo, for example, in this area, or they want au pair to which is someone that looks after their kids because they have a busy life, etc., etc. They are gonna give you accommodation, they're gonna cook food for you, and they ask just for a hand, for help, few days, few hours a day, few days a week. So also this I heard, oh, so you are gonna work, it's not a holiday. The fact is that is an experience, and I've been happy to give a hand to people that gave me a hand. That's the thing. It's all about opening your mind to new things. Otherwise, it's gonna be a sad life. Anyway, okay, that's it. I think it's 35 minutes. Now I'm gonna stop and hear if you could actually hear me talking, because now it's raining a little bit less, but I've not been screaming a lot because I'm in a hotel. And unfortunately I couldn't go outside, but anyway, I think this actually was the important part, so the numbers, because people want to know numbers. So what better than talking reality about something that you have experienced on your hands, with your head, by yourself. Okay, never trust people that haven't done things like that and talks bad because of the TV, etc., etc. You need to experience things, and then you can talk, and maybe some people get inspiration like I did, and can actually give you back something like I'm trying to do. So yeah, obviously I'm not using any I don't have any knowledge about beautiful right gears to make videos and beautiful background and etc. I'm not gonna curing too much this side, but I just try to give information to people that want to do something similar. Okay, that's it. Yeah, I'm happy. 36 minutes, probably is longer than the Italian video, but if you wanna practice some Italian as well, let me know. Maybe someday I can start to do something else as well, something like this as well. Okay, now I'm gonna continue my stuff, and especially planning this monsoon period that is coming. Okay, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.